Too soon, too soon. Okay, you ready now? Are you ready? What? You need to take it too? Okay, I'll get it to you in a second. All right, wait. Hold on, honey. Ready? All right. Are you ready? Class.
Yes.
Could have been better.
Again.
Ah. Okay. Clase.
Yes.
C. No. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go over and do some math. And this goes along with what we did the other day. And we're talking about slopes of lines. And we talked about the different types of lines that we have going with this. Okay, the equation of a line in slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus, they put c here on this case, but most people already know it as mx plus b, so we can change that up if we want to, if it really bothers you. But it's whatever my constant is. So in calculus, we refer to it as c, it's a constant, okay? But in all other basic algebra, it's just common as a b. So it's whatever the constant is. So that means that there is no variable. It doesn't vary, it is constant to that number. Where we have a point slope is where we have y minus y1, that means y from the point that was given to me, equals to m times the quantity of x minus x1. So the x and y from the point that's going to be given to you and the slope that you have. So you just have to write it in there. So you're just plugging in numbers for all these things. Okay? Just plug in numbers. Put them where they go. So we know that parallel lines have the same slope right here. Intersecting lines, if they're intersecting, these ones right here, that means that they are different slopes. So that means that eventually, any line that has different slopes will eventually intersect. Okay? If they're parallel, they're the same. Okay, so now right here, and this one is a new vocabulary word for us, which is coinciding. Coinciding means the same line. Because we could actually have two lines that are right on top of each other all the time. Okay, they might look like different equations, but they're the exact same line on top of each other. That's what coinciding means. So in this case, I have y equals 2x minus 4, and then it's y equals 2x minus 4. So they not only have the same slope, but they also have the same intercept, or the same b, or the same constant on this one right here. That's what that means. Yes? No? Maybe? Possibly. On occasion. Okay? Are we good?
Sure.
All right. Write the equation for each line then graph each line on the coordinate plane. All right. So now I'm given a slope and a point. I'm given the slope and a point. So guess what am I going to use? Point slope. So you look to see what you have. I have a point and I have a slope, a point and a slope, and so I'm going to use point slope. So given that much information, I'm just going to plug in my numbers. Y minus. What is y from the point that's given to me? -4. It's alphabetical order. X and Y, right? Okay, alphabetical. So it's going to be -4 equals my slope, m. My slope here is 6 times the quantity of x minus x from my point. What was the x value in that point? 3. Okay. There we go. So that right there, my answer is correct. It is in point slope. So that part is done. Now, to be able to graph it, it doesn't graph very well. Or maybe it does. Now, we are going to go here, and instead of actually doing more algebra over here, I'm going to show you a neat trick. Find the point 3, negative 4. So is that a positive 3? Say yes.
Yes.
It's a positive 3. So we start at the origin, and if it's positive 3, I move to the right, and if it's negative 4, I move down. This one's up and down, right? So it's left and right for my x, and it's up and down for my y. So I'm going to the right 3 and down 4. 1, 2, 3, and down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See what I did there? Okay. Now from yesterday's lesson, you guys learned that slope is rise over run, isn't it?
Right.
Slope is rise over run. So it's always written as a fraction. Always. Even if a fraction is not given to me, what can I do to rewrite my slope? We did it yesterday one time. There's always one thing you can do. What is the one thing you could divide by to get the same answer? I almost heard it. How about 1? Can I divide by 1?
Yeah.
What's 5 divided by 1? 5. What's 6 divided by 1? 6, right? So any whole number that you could have, especially on these slopes, you could rewrite it as writing it over 1 because I need a rise and a run. So my rise is going to be 6 and my run is 1. There you go. So I started with my point and now I'm going to use my slope. So from my starting point right here, that means it's going to go rise 6, right? So I need to go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now I need to go to the right. My run's going to be to the right. How much? 1. There we go. And yep, and in between those 2 points right there, bam. Escriba una línea. C. Is that pretty easy now?
Yeah.
That's super crazy easy. So I don't have to do any extra math over there. I just need to know that slope is rise over run. Okay, so I just put my point and then draw a line. Okay. So now I'm going to use this, but I have to do point slope though. I have to do point slope, but do I have the slope right now?
Nope.
No, not yet.
Gotta find it.
Okay, but you know what we could do? Let's graph it first. Let's graph it. So if we graph it, we don't actually have to do the slope formula. So let's put the 2 points on there. So my 2 points is negative 1, 0. So I'm going to change up colors here. So negative 1, 0. Negative 1, so it's left 1 and up 0. So it's going to be that point right there. My second point is positive 1, positive 2. So positive 1 goes to the right and it goes up 2. There you go. The right 1 and up 2. 1, 2. So in between those 2 points, can I draw a line?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, look, I just graphed it, didn't I? So since I graphed it already, we can now just figure out the slope. So watch this. So rise is 1, 2. My run is rise over run. It's 2 over 2. Right? Rise over run. What is 2 divided by 2? Right? Okay, my slope is going to be 1 here. So now since my slope is 1, do I now have enough information to use point slope? Say yes.
Yes.
Why? I have a slope now, and I got 2 points. I got extra points. Do I need both points? I don't need both points. I can just pick one of them. Okay? I'm just going to pick one. So I'm going to pick the first one because why not? So using my formula, y minus y from my point. What is y value from the point that I chose? Remember, I chose this one here. 0. Very good. Equals m. What is my m? My m is just 1, isn't it? Because we just found the slope. That's my slope. My m, quantity, x minus, what is x from my point? X from my point. I'm using this one right here. So, -1. So, plus plus is going to make that one a positive. But anyway, there is my point slope. Alrighty, so now I'm going to change up colors one more time here. I got black. No, not yet. Let's do black. So, let's use the equation. So now I have a slope and I have a point. So I can do this now. I have a point and I have a slope. So that means that I'm going to start with y minus, what is y from my point? 6, very good. So 6 equals m. What is my m? 0, very good. Now, times the quantity, x minus, what's x from my point?
4.
There we go. Okay, let's see. So let's go ahead and do the rise over run. So my slope rise over run. So when we talked about this yesterday, my slope is 0. So where's my 0 going to end up at? Is it going to be my rise? Is it going to be my run?
Right.
It's going to be my rise. Okay? It's going to be my rise. So my rise is going to be 0, and my run could be anything, because if I have 5, 0 divided by 5 is still 0. 0 divided by 10 is still 0. 0 divided by 1 is also 0, right? You zone out there for a second? Sorry. As long as you get back, okay? Sometimes, like, seriously, I zone out all the time. Like, seriously, I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait, crap, yeah, I'm in the middle of class. Wait, what was I saying? Yeah, so I feel you on that one. Because, seriously, yeah, I have this math teacher right now, like, he's horrible, boring, all the time. The only reason why that I still pay attention is because he throws stuff at me when I'm not paying attention. That's a horrible teacher, right? Yeah, I hate that guy. Anyway, alright, so I'm going to put a number 1 here, because why not? Because 0 divided by 1 is still 0. There we go. So now let's go ahead and go to my point, which is a positive 4, positive 6. Positive 4, positive 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no.
Positive 4, so it's right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right here, right? And then I'm going to go positive 6, so I'm going up 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there we go.
Is it gonna be like?
Kinda.
Or is it-
So what is my slope? So is it going up at all?
Nope.
So it's going to go up 0 and to the right
And then 1.
1. Up 0, that means I'm not going up or down, but I'm going to the right 1. So there's going to be my other point. And because of that, let's see. Look at my line. Look at it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Got a nice pretty line right there. Look. Yeah, see? Good job. What about your telephone? He's taking the test. He's trying to use his calculator. Hey, seriously, why are you trying to pick on him all the time? Hey, no, that's not joking. That's me. Don't be mean. Don't be a bully. Hey. Yeah, see? He's bullying you. Okay.
He said no.
Alright. Now, let's see. Determine whether the lines are parallel, intersect, or coincide. So, we have this one right here with, I don't know if you guys can see it very well. Did it come out? Y equals negative.
1 over 3x plus y.
There you go. Okay? So, I need to do some algebra here.
Is that the right thing?
If you guys can't see it. So, mine came up blurry, so I just rewrote it. Okay, so I don't know how well yours came up, but if it's blurry, there it is. So, I need to do some algebra here, because if you notice over here, do I have y by itself?
No.
Yes, you do. Y over here is by itself, isn't it? But on this problem over here, is y by itself?
Oh.
No. So, what I'm going to do is,
There
I'm
we
going
go.
to do some math, divide everything by what? 6. Because guess what? I want to get the y by itself. Divide everything by 6.
That's what I said no.
Divide everything by 6. So, that's 6 divided by 6. Those are going to cancel. That's going to leave me with just 1y. Right? That's going to be 1y equals. What's 2 over 6? Can I reduce 2 over 6? Yes, you can. What do we get? I almost heard what you said. I can't hear over. No, we don't have to flip it. No, 2 over 6. So we're going to reduce 1 over 3. Yes, good job. Okay, so that will reduce to 1 over 3, right? So it's a negative 1 over 3x. And now at this point, just right here, I know that these two right here have the same slope, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have the same slope, so there's a good chance that they are going to be parallel, right? They could be parallel, but then we know they cannot intersect because those would have to be different.
Right.
Now my last thing right here is going to be 12 divided by 6. What is 12 divided by 6? 2. So it's plus 2. So are these here exactly the same now? Say no.
No.
They're not the same. So if they were exactly the same, that would be a coincide. But they're not exactly the same. So they're not one line on top of the other. They have the same slope, but have different intercept. So it can't be coincide, so that means that both of these together
Or
parallel. Those are parallel. So, how do you guys feel about this?
good.
So, you guys feel pretty good? Like solid on this, right? So if I say, hey, I'm going to give you a quiz tomorrow over this same thing, you're going to say what?
No.
Why? You should say, yeah, if you understand this, you should say, bring it. Bring it,
Yeah.
give it to me right now. I got this.
Okay.
If you got it, you should be ready for it. But if you don't got it, you're going to say, hey, I probably need some practice on this, right?
We got practice.
Hey, guess what? That leads us to the next part of the homework, which is our practice. You guys are going to work on your practice right now, which is going to look a whole lot like, it's not this one. Did I close it already? I hope I didn't close it already. Okay, apparently I closed it, so I'm not a good teacher. I already closed it. So, other than that, you guys are going to work on your practice on page 26. You're all going to get it all done. And you're going to like, share, and subscribe.